Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we're going to do something a bit familiar but not something we've seen in a while. So like you know, when Eagle Moss went bust early last year, a lot of us, we stopped doing our builds. One, we couldn't have any parts to continue building them, or two, yeah, it just stopped. And that was the case with the Ecto-1 and also the case with the DeLorean and also the wooden Titanic. Now the good news, which is really good news, is Fan Home has taken up some of their models and we can finish them now, which is absolutely unbelievable. My problem is I can only pick one or two to choose from. So the one I really wanted to finish was the DeLorean. I spent quite a bit of money on upgrades for it, like the flux capacitor, Christmas tree, and basically to get one, you know, the issues off eBay was, oh, it was ridiculous prices. But now Fan Home have taken that on top, we can continue the build of the DeLorean. So today we are going to do the infamous issue 91 of the DeLorean, and this is where the chassis is going to be combined to the outer shell of the car. I really am not looking forward to this one, guys. I've got to admit that. But it's a necessary thing I need to go through to continue, and yeah, pulling hairs at the moment. So the video today might be a little bit stop and start. I don't know how long it's going to take. But yeah, this one's going to be a little bit, yeah, not great at all. But I'm looking forward to it because I want to see the outer shell on the body of the car after. And yeah, it's going to make some progress. Now, I have signed back up to the DeLorean from Fan Home. And I will be starting my issues from issue 95. So I have 91, 92, 93, 94 that I can get on with while waiting for my issues from Fan Home. I'm new to Fan Home, so this is a completely different experience of a part work company. But I'm hoping that I can finally finish this vehicle, and it needs finishing really, doesn't it? So, that's a lot that I've said. So, with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so there's a few things we need to be getting on before we start the adding the outer frame to the chassis, and we're just going to be working on the air filter and wiring. So just looking at this wants to be going on here, just like that, and that is going to be screwed in with some BP screws. So I do not know how long this is going to take to do today. Yeah, but I want to carry on with the DeLorean, so you know I've got to get past this stage. Oh, see, I haven't built anything in a while, so I'm kind of not ready for this. You kind of lose your merger. Okay, that's one BP screw in. Now I haven't fully tightened that down because I'm going to put the other one in, and then I'll fully tighten these screws before we move on. So that's that one tightened, and that's that one tightened. Lovely DMC logo there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need this part here, and we need this part. It seems so long since we worked on this, but what we need to be doing is that part needs to go into there, and that's going to be screwed in with an A screw. So we'll do that right away. So just getting an AP screw ready. I knew I'd have difficulties. It's just the way things are. Right, okay, so we'll try that again. I mean, this can only go in one way, so you can't really get it wrong. But it seems so long ago since we were working on this this model. like I said, I have signed back up to it through Fan Home. So I should start getting parts, and we can build this all the way up to the Back to the Future 3 car. So I'm just making sure that pipe is lined up. Okay, so that's in place now. Maybe a bit tighter on that one. That's better. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we're going to be combining these two parts together. Now, if I look at it, I believe it's going on just like that. Yeah, everything's lined up. And then we're to secure that with 2 more BP screws. That's one in. I'm making sure that these are fully going down as well. Look at the second in. Right, so that's fully tightened down. So is that. So that's what that should look like. Okay, so before we move on to the vehicle, we need to put this pipe on, which is just going to go just on there like so. And now we need to bring the chassis of the car up. This is just beside me, just here. So we're going to install the air pipe. So just looking how this goes, it's basically going to secure just on there. Okay, now that wants to be put in with 4 IP screws. Sorry, 3 IP screws. Might need a smaller screwdriver for this one because these are quite small screws. Okay, bigger screwdriver. I mean, what I can't understand is we could have done this all before, but you know, we've waited this long, so we might as well get it finished. Now, I am going to say that this will be a little bit different from your normal build because I am installing the EL wire from Modz. So some of these stages are going to be a little bit different, but we'll come to that when we need to. Okay, so now I've done that. Next we need to put this pipe on to the end of here. Might need some tweezers for this one. And what happens? The end falls out. Right, I'm just going to put that on there, and then what I'll do is I'll just go off camera and repair this. So back in a sec, folks.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, right, so now I'm going to be concentrating on some of the wiring at the rear and the front of the vehicle. So I'm just working on the rear here. Now, normally if you're doing this Delorean stock, you would have only 2 wires, one wire coming out of here, which is wire 22. Now, I've got 2 wires coming out of here because this one is for the EL light mod. And the reason I'm doing that on it looks absolutely stunning with the light mod on, a lot better than what the stock gives you. But we still want to keep, I still want to keep the originality of the DeLorean with the old mechanism in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to basically cut it all out, which I could snip that right now and cut that out. But what I'm going to do, I've got some heat shrink over it here. I'm just literally going to snip the heat shrink off, get my lighter, and I'm just going to seal this connection. Now what I'm trying to do here is I'm just going to make sure that I preserve this. If for one day somebody comes and picks this up and they say, you know what, I don't like the EL light mod, don't know why you wouldn't like the EL light mod, I really want to put it back to stock, there is going to be that option with this build. So that's wire 22 coming out there. I'm going to do the same with the next wire coming out of here, which is should be blue and black, blue and black, blue and black, blue and black. Right, it's this one here. Now I believe this is for, oh no, that's for the top one, sorry, my apologies. So I'm just wondering which one this is, because let's have a look in the instructions. So it should be the red and blue one. Right, red and blue. Right, we don't have a red and blue. We have a red and blue down here, but I believe that's going off somewhere else to help with the EL light mod. So we don't actually, here we go. Here's the one for the EL light mod, but it is connected to something else just down here. So I'm not going to mess with that. Okay, so what I do need to do though is I need to kind of put the car on its side. So just like that, just balancing it there. There's nothing going to go wrong. Because we've got a few bits we need to do. So I'm just going to grab a screwdriver. Okay, so I'll try and get this in as focused as much as I can. Don't know if that's going to be better, so we'll try the close-up camera. There we go. Okay, move that up. Because basically we've got these to put on. These are the wire things, so we're just going to tidy these up. So this one here first of all, which is down there, and that needs to go in with a KM screw. We'll get a KM. I mean, I'm not a fan of these, but you know, it needs most to it needs most. These cable grippers. Okay, and which way is this going round? So the outer part is on the outside of the vehicle. Sorry, the hole for it is on the outside. So I'm just going to put this on now. It's getting exciting now because sooner or later we are going to be putting the chassis onto the body. I'm just hoping that doesn't go too bad. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this off first of all, screwing it in, and then we'll get the wires in. These have been a vein in my life ever since I started this build, but it's worth it. It's worth it for this build, it really is. Okay. Back that off slightly. I just want to be able to get these wires into the wire tidy. Normally you only have one wire to contend with here, but we've got two to contend with. Come on. Can't back you off for much more, because if I do, you're just going to come out. Right, so let me just see if I can get a flat head just underneath that, just to move them, so I can move them wires into place. Fiddly work, but it'll be worth it. Okay, so all I need to do now is line that up with a hole. So yeah, these wires are going to be hidden, the original wires. And like I said, if you want to go back to it later down the line, you will be able to install the original factory if you want it. Okay, so that one's on there. Do the same down here. So we want the one for the EL light mod, which is this one here. Oh gosh, that's got a smallish hole to come out of. So again, we'll get his light holder, we'll get his KM screws, and we'll get this in very, very tight down here, guys. But I don't want to put it up on its roof, turn it around anymore, because I really don't want to damage it. I don't want to damage the interior. So we'll do our best. So we'll try and get this in first of all. Right, I'm going to have to put it upside down to do this. I've got no choice. It's so tight in there. Right, so where's this one go in? Let's have a look. Again. Near the out. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so that one's this side, so that one's, we've done that side, we've done each of this side, and the floor's going to be going on the outside. Right, so other way around. Get it right, Mark. I am really struggling for space here, I've got to admit. Okay, so that's now on. And I just want to bring that wire down for the EL light mod down onto here. We're just going to bob that through. Oh, not on enough. This is very, very fiddly work, and for me it's a bit too fiddly today, but we will do it. Okay, that wire's now down just like that. Might just see if I can tighten that up a little bit more. Right, so that wire's going nowhere now, so that's now coming out there for the EL light mod. Okay, so next what we need to do now, we're going to be working on the front of the vehicle. So I'm just going to bring the vehicle back over. Oh, that pipes fell out. Ah, damn it, you pipes. Right, hold on. Quick repair job here, I think. Right, back into the sets, guys.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Right, so here we go. I'm in this for the long haul now. Okay, so what we'll be doing next is we'll actually be turning the car over. See if we can get this in camera shot. Okay, so we'll be normally turning the car over, just bringing the camera a bit further down here, and we'll be dealing with this wire when I locate it. For some reason I keep on losing this wire every time I come to it. Okay, so we'll be using this wire here. Now in the instructions, which I make sure I put up on the screen, I'm just going to sort of show you an example of what we would be doing here. So with the car turned around the other way, we will be putting this light, hang on, just double check which way this will go on, so it'll flip over that way, it'll be on this side. So we're taking this light wire here and here, and we'll be basically pushing it through to the other side of the car here. From that, we would then tape it down with some black tape that we provided, and then we'll be running this wire all the way through to the other side, and we will put it through like so. Just like that. If I can get it through, come on. Right, getting it through. Can I get it back out again? That's a problem. Okay, remember you've got to be careful with these wires, guys, as they'll break. You don't want them to break. Okay, so we'll be pushing it through like that, and again putting some tape on here. Then what we'll be doing is running some tape just along the channel, just down here, for that wiring. Now, obviously, we're doing the EL light mod, so we're not going to need this. I have put some heat shrink over the cover in case anybody wants to change this back to stock, but I won't be doing that. Okay, so moving on. Right, so what we need to do now is we need to bring the car round just like so. Okay, because we're going to be making some basically electrical connections. So I'm going to bring the other side of the car over. Let's see if we can get as much of this in camera as we can. If I can't, I do apologise. Okay, so next what it's asking us to do is we basically need to tip the car up on its side. So we need to do that. Now to help with this, I have some foam blocks just down here. Again, I'm trying to keep as much in camera as I can. It's not that easy. So if I move my camera up, I can try and show you as much as I can here. Try and move it across a little bit more. Try and move the camera across a bit more. There we go. Right. Okay. So we're now concentrating on this part of the vehicle here. And this is where we're going to start making some electrical connections. Okay. So the first what it's asking us to do is to put up through the ceiling, which would be this orange wire here. This would be for the arc reactor on the top. Obviously, we're using the EL light mod, so it would actually be this wire here. Now, we're not going to put that through. Would it be that one? Yes, it would be that one. I'm not actually going to put this through until we're about to put this on the body of the car. Okay? So, but I will be doing that towards the end. And that just goes through a hole. Where's the hole? The hole is... Right, so the hole would be right at the back somewhere, okay, and then it come out, right, yeah, okay, so it would be roughly around about here where we need to put that through. So I'm going to wait until I'm ready to put mine on. Don't know why that's happened, but never mind. Okay, so the first connection it's asking us is to do white to white. So let's just unravel all these here, all these wires. Okay, because this is, I know this is not going to be easy. White to white. So we've got white, which is LED, is thing 1, to white, which is 1, and we're going to make that connection. Okay, so that's 1 on 1. Okay, so the next electrical connection is asking us for red and white. So red and white. Got orange and white. Sure, it's red and white. It says red and white, red and white. Okay, let's have a look on this side. See if we have such a red and white colour. I'm going to bring all these up because they're all so tightly packed into such a small space. That's one that we tie off normally. So I've got orange and white, but no. Right, so it must be orange and white. So orange and white. That is cable 2. And that's going into the orange and white cable 2. Okay. Right, next it's asking for orange. So orange is 3. Just see 3 down there. That's 3. Then we need orange and black. Orange and black is number 4. So orange and black. Oh, come on, where are you? Come on, I know there's tiny, tiny little connections down here. Orange and black. Orange and black. I've got orange and black here. Where is orange and black in this collection? That's orange and green. That's just orange and yellow. That's 7. 4 there, orange and black. It was hiding right underneath. You think as you go through these, as you start to eliminate them, they make life easy, but it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Okay, that's orange and black. Next, it's asking for blue and yellow. So blue and yellow here. And we've got the blue and yellow cable here. Okay, so try and make them connections. Okay, so that's the blue and yellow. Next it's asking for is black and green. Found a black and green one on this side. And I found a black and green one on this side. Excellent. Okay, so that's the black and green. And lastly, it's asking for the orange and green. So orange and green. Orange and green. Orange and green. Nope, not that one. Should be somewhere because it should be the last one. That one's going up into the body. Orange and green. Right, I found it on this side. Orange and green. Not the best colour, is it really? Orange and green. Right, so where are you on this thing then? No, that one's not in use. Got green and black. Orange and green. Right, I wonder if the orange and green is the flux bands for the top, and that's why they're not installed. That's probably it. Right, okay, so that one's not going to be used, so let's tuck that down into there. Okay. This one's not going to be used, but we'll tuck it down to there. This is if they want to still continue to use the original flux bands, if anybody was to require this vehicle in future, even though I have no way in this world that this vehicle is going anywhere but out of my possession. And that's just fact. Okay, right, so I'm just going to cut for a second, have a slurp of my tea, and then we'll combine these two bodies together.
A few moments later. A few moments later. A few moments later.
Okay guys, I'm back. Right, now we haven't got it on fully here, but we've managed to get it over. There was a lot of sort of connection works I had to do as I was bringing it over, which was very difficult to record, but I've got it on. Now it's just a case of lining the chassis with card. It's not that easy. You've got a lot of wiring in there. You've got a lot of things going on. Things need to come down. I think I've got the front more or less in. The rear looks more or less okay. It's just the chassis from underneath that's causing the problems now. I think, there we go, that is almost home. Oh, right, okay. Now we've got to turn this baby upside down. So I'm going to bring my Partwork upgrade cushion over. Instructions all over the place here, but she's in basically both pieces, which is great. Right, upside down she comes. Okay. Right, so you can sort of see where we need to start lining things up from and start screwing things in. Now, I did move everything out of the way while I was doing this, so not everything is to hand, but I'm sure we'll manage. Right, so put the cart chassis down to the body. Okay, I've connected all the wires that need to be connected. Blue and white, yeah. So they're all connected. Right, so step 25 is we need to, from the top and bottom halves, will be attached with 8 RM screws. So we've basically got some to put in back here and some to put in forward here. And I can actually see where they are actually going to go, so it's not hard. It's just bringing everything together now. That should be together. Right, okay. I'm going to try this without any 3-in-1. I'm just going to try and get these sorted in position. I can always take them out and put them in with some 3-in-1. I'm going to re-magnetise my screwdriver. This one, I think it's going to need it. Okay, so that's remagnetized. Right, let's hopefully we can do this. Oh, right, that's a gripping. I'm just going to get a bit more of a heavy duty screwdriver for this. Okay, so that's one of them in. Let's do this like I normally would do it, and that would be in a star-shaped pattern. Keep to what I know. Looking beautiful. Really, really looking gorgeous now, this time machine. Right, that's caught. I think. If that one's catching or not. Looks to be. I don't know if she is. Right, let's try this back one. In case this bears a bit out a bit. It does seem a bit out, but. Oh, good workout this one. Right, it's just not lining up properly. So why is that? Anything trapped? Don't think so. So that side went in beautifully. You can see this one down here. Almost there. Not biting. Right. Let's have a look. Definitely lined up. As much it will. Oh, I've got grip. Yeah, I've got a grip on that one. Oh, excellent. Right, let's see how we go with this one. That was not wanting to sort of line up. Need sort of squeezing in a bit. No, it's not wanting to line up that one at all. So if my head gets in the way here, guys. This is a big moment for the vehicle, as you can tell. See if I can get that out with there. Oh gosh, that's not just a lot off, that's way off. Right, I have to stand up with this one and get it lined up. Oh, that's lined up now, brilliantly. Heavy duty on it. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, last one is just down here. So hopefully this one's a bit easier. Well, they're not being easy to start off with, to be honest with you guys, but you know, here's a thing of beauty. I think that's caught. Yeah, it is. It is caught. Why am I questioning myself? I don't know. So just nice small turns until you find that grip. Woo! Oh dear me. Right, okay. So we've got them first 4 screws in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got 2 at the back. Put in. I believe are these 2 here. Oh gosh, they look a bit out. Let's see. See how hard these are to get in. Oh, no, that grip one grip straight away. It's just, it does need the bigger. It's about PH1 screwdriver, is that one. So, right, so that one's, they're both bits straight away. Two, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, that's one then. 1, 2. Ah, right. That's another 2 in. Whoa! Wow. Okay, right. Next ones are, they are around the front of the car. Move the car across to the front. And it's these 2 points, one here and one just there. These are the last 2 RM screws in. That's one. This is the last screw to the chassis shell, but we're not finished there. Oh no. Okay, that's all them for 8 screws now in place. But we're not finishing there. Oh no. No, 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 no. We've got some under plates to do. So these are going to be done at the rear of the vehicle. So bringing the rear of the vehicle across. Okay, and where have they gone? Right, hang on. These little big things here. And they're just going to sit. Sorry, I'm to look at the instructions again. So if I'm looking at it like that, these are going to sit. Do they have a left and right on them? No. Okay, they're going to sit just on there actually. And they're going in with 8p screws. So I definitely won't need any super glue here. Just 2 AP screws. Wow, what an issue. Again, I'm doing this a bit of camera here. That's that first one in. Then we'll do the last one over here. We've still got the wires here for the that's for the flux bands. I'm quite looking forward to installing them because we've been saying a lot about them a lot lately about them, and they are going to be the next mod that's really going to make this vehicle look really nice. Like I said, I'm going to keep all the wiring, which I've kept, and all the bits in case anybody wants to turn it back. But I'm telling you one thing, I am never pulling this chassis apart again. As long as everything works when we test it, which we're going to do once we've finished, because I'll bring all over the wiring and everything, and we'll test it and make sure she works. Oh dear, this is lovely. This is absolutely looking. Now it's done. It's taken me a long time. I've done this in a bit of off time I've had to have. So it's been a massive sort of work in progress, I suppose. I don't know. Come on, line up. It should be lined up because it should be easy to go in. Now the chassis is on. I think that's lined up. And that is issue 91 complete. Wow, what an issue that was. Amazing. Let me flip the camera up now. Oh, wow, what a thing. Wow, wow, wow. Let me go to the side camera. Or the, yeah, side camera. So, go to the side camera. There you can see the body is now connected to the chassis. Wow. I mean, I can take all them bits of tape off now, which is great. I'm going to have to give a bit of a clean where the tape's laid. We had a bit of a sticky mess, not too much, but a bit of a sticky mess. But that is this issue done. This is issue 91. It's complete. I'm so happy. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm going to go grab all the bits and pieces so that we can test the wiring on the DeLorean.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so here we are back with the DeLorean. I'm just going to do a simple all on with this one. So all on. So as you can see there, we've got the light, dashboard lights come on, the time circuits have come on, the 88 mile per hour has come on, the time circuits has come on. Let's go to the back. There we can see we've got the flux capacitor, that's nicely running. There we go. Fantastic one. And there you can see the Christmas tree. That's doing its job as well. Wow. Amazing. And I'm just going to do this now, just sort of squat this camera down. As you can see upstairs, up on the ceiling there, we've got the lights working. We've got the interior lights working. We've got the pull down light working. Oh no, the pull down light's not working. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. Unless that wasn't lit. I'm sure that was lit. Anyway, we've pulled down emergency, so it probably needs pulling down. Okay, so all them lights are working now. I can't test the headlights, the brakes, or I can test the flux bands because I can put them on and test them myself. But that is it. This is complete. I'm really chuffed it's all working. Yeah, really chuffed it's all working. And as you can see now in there, she's looking like a proper time machine. Really proper time machine. Wow, I'm amazed. I'm absolutely amazed. The lights here on the doors, they are working as well. Now I'm just going to shut the door. So I need to take this little wedge out here. to see if the interior lights go off, which at the moment they're not. Are they? Oh, they do go off. Right, yeah, they do go off. It's just the switch needs adjusting. But that's it. That's issue 91 complete. I mean, I'm going to display this thing with the door open because I think at the end of the day, that's the way it should be. I just think it's this... we had a problem with one of the switches when we did it. It's not that switch. So, if you remember, we had a problem with one of them. It didn't fit right. No, it's not that one either. Must be the problem with the switches then. Anyway, I don't care because, like I said, I'm going to be displaying this model when she is with the doors open. And yeah, I just think adding more light into that interior just shows how fantastic it is. So guys, that's been 3 weeks of doing this issue 91. It won't feel like that to you because for you this is just going to be a video that I'm going to put together for the future. But yeah, I'm so pleased that's done. So that's issue 91 complete. Well guys, that's it for issue 91 of the Delorean. Thank you on this epic journey I've had. I really have had a blast on this issue. It's taken a while and I needed to take my time with it because we did know from people that have previously done this this model that we do know that it has not been the easiest issue to do. I couldn't imagine doing that issue within a week of receiving it from the newsagents up until you get issue 92. I really couldn't. Now the problem is now we've got is with Fan Home. I started this because I thought it was brilliant. By the time I finished this issue, I've got some more issues from Fan Home and we would have been on more with things. Unfortunately, it's not the case. We have had delays with Fan Home and we're now looking about April-ish to receive them next lot of issues. So what I'm going to do now is I've just finished issue 91. The chassis is on the car, which is the main thing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause now with the Delorean. Not that I want to, I'd love to carry on. But what I want to do is I want to get my next set of issues coming from Fan Home. And then I can do a few more every week and then we can carry on with this build. This one is going to be issue by issue. It's not going to be stage by stage. The reason why is I'm up to issue 91 now on this vehicle. And I've been doing that from issue... you know, issue 1 really, issue 1 of the Delorean I've been doing that from, and I really just want to sort of now just keep it issue until the end. We've only got out, I think it's 50 odd something to go because we're going with the train track. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and I think everybody who out there who has helped me as well. I will put a list in the description below of the people that have helped me on this issue. Not actually help me as in ring me up for advice or anything, but people I've gone to sort of have a look at how they've done things and how they've worked it out. So I will put a link in the description below of the people that I've looked at and that have helped me and that have watched and done all my research on this one. And yeah, this is going to be a relaunch for Fan Home. They're going to be starting this from issue 1, and I can't believe that. I mean, if I hadn't started mine, I would be starting this from issue 1 because the Delorean is a beautiful, beautiful model. It really is. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and be notified of any future videos. But as for always guys, stay safe and bye for now.